Hey guys, in this video we will start where we left in the previous video, that is the topic of simple linear regression. So this is the equation of simple linear regression. Some of you might be familiar with this equation, as this equation is similar to the equation of line that we have studied in a high school, wherein y is equals to mx plus c, right? So this is just that equation from our high school. So what does this variable represents? Let us see one by one. First we have y, which is the dependent variable. Dependent variable is the variable that we are trying to predict for. Next we have xy, which is our independent variable, the variable that we are using to predict the predictor, that is y. Next we have b1. b1 is basically a coefficient. Coefficient represent the proportion by which y would increase if we would increase x by 1 unit. So to make it easy, ignore b0 for instance, and if we were supposed to increase x1 by 1 unit and b1 was 5, then y would increase by 5 times, right? So this is the proportionality by which y is increasing if we are increasing x by 1 unit. So the coefficient could be positive or negative. Alright. Next we have this constant. Constant basically represent what would be the value of y if x was 0. This is what the rule of constant is. So let us look at this graph wherein on x-axis we have experience, on y-axis we have salary. So these are the points which are scattered over the plots, and this is the equation that we just saw. Next, if we want to transform this equation to the example that we have discussed in our first video, that is with relevant to this graph, salary and experience, the equation would become salary is equals to b0 plus b1 multiplied by experience. So all we want to do over here is we want to predict the line, right? And next, b0 would represent salary of a person whose experience is 0, so it will lie over here. Next we want to know where we can find b1. So as I said, if we were supposed to increase the experience by 1 unit, we want to see what will be the change in salary, right? So this is the change in salary and the proportion. This represent b1. So this is basically the slope as from the high school equation, and this is the proportion by which the dependent variable is increasing if we are increasing independent variable by 1 unit. I hope that makes sense. See you in the next video.